Mr. C.V. Subba Rao will chair the session, and I hand over the session to you, sir.
Thank you. I think we are coming towards the end of the program, and what we have noticed is 3 sessions on leadership. You've got various perspectives, and as we realize, as Captain Philip mentioned, there is no single formula for leadership. Possibly the context that brings in varieties of leadership. After a couple of sessions, we now come to a transport industry. So let's see where the leadership is enabled in a transport industry, which will be put forward and presented by Mr. A. Afzal. He started off with just a single ambassador a long time ago. He's the managing director, chairman and managing director of Parveen Travels. He's built his entire business with their support. From a single ambassador car in 1980, Parveen Travels, founded by Mr. Afzal's father, Mr. Ala Baksh, has now grown into AB Business Enterprises. It's a 400 crore business conglomerate with interest in transportation, restaurants, automobiles, holidays, and logistics. The best part of the business is his business model runs on drivers, and how difficult or how easy the drivers could possibly be. He has something like 2,000 drivers working in the group and who have put in more than 10 years. So we have to learn what are the skills, what is the inspiration that drives such an industry. Mr. Afzal, please.
Happy afternoon to everybody. I think we should give a minute for Dr. Abdul Kalam's anniversary, if everybody could stand for a minute. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Vinoj, the editor, Captain Vijay, Mr. Venki, Kumaravel, Dr. Pratap, Dr. Pradeep, and of course, Ms. Renu and few other speakers who gave an excellent message about leadership. I don't think I have any other message regarding the leadership which was really pronounced in such a beautiful way with all their experience and wisdom. But probably I can give a different dimension through my journey to make understand what leadership really means. And once you are recognized or in the limelight as a leader, what much efforts and pains you have to take forward and keep it going. Once you are recognized or you're in the limelight, there is no going back to it. In case, as Madam said, we have to create more and more leaders sitting behind, monitoring them, guiding them, and see that everybody comes out with that leadership which is within his system. I have a short presentation today which will brief about our company. Before dwelling into the subject, it is extremely important to understand what is happening in the world. Around us, every day, newspaper reports events of development and sufferings. At one end, we are witnessing enhancement in science, technology, infrastructure, economy, wealth, and education. Whereas the other end, it is all about various sufferings because of natural calamity, armed conflict, terrorism, new unheard diseases, misuse of internet, and other innumerable issues. Though there are many root causes of all these issues, the major ones are education and culture. Let me tell you something, my friends. Problems are always the same. Only solutions need to be tweaked to address the social, geographical, and political climate of the country. So develop not only a successful business module, but a responsible business module that will address the needs of millions There are so many startups coming every day, challenging the social issues. How many are successful? That is something we should all pause for a minute and think about it. My advice is to approach a particular problem with patience so that things do not get concluded very fast and result in extreme steps which cannot be corrected later but can only be regretted. Life is full of ups and downs, and if today's generation takes forward with ethics, nothing can stop them. Let me just go through my presentation of the same. Few lessons I learned the hard way: the power of execution, personal habits of successful people, and a final message. This is how my journey started. In my dad's days, in the year 1967, he had started off with 1 meter taxi. Until 80, he was managing on his own with few lorries. The year 1980, I joined college in Loyola as a BSc zoology student. But since I was with dad taking care of the transport in my school days, my passion was to go up in a travel and tourism segment and take the industry forward. And this is how we started off, and today we are here. We travel 1 million passengers per annum with a National Tourism Award of 9 times, dedicated 75,000 plus passenger logistics per day, 840 crore brand worth, an EBITDA of 24%, and CAGR of 17%. Yeah, covering 550 kilometers, and fleet strength 1,200 plus, and 4 decades of experience. This is where we are. And if you see, every opportunity what we have got, it has been many opportunities keep flowing, but it is the passion which keeps us awake always and grasp the opportunity as and when it passes by. Opportunities keep tapping up your door, but we do not really watch them and grasp them. This is where the young generation needs to understand. People today, everybody sits on the internet and they keep browsing, and finally they feel that they are not able to achieve anything. Nothing will come at your doorsteps. You have to go out. You have to fight hard in the field. Only then you will really be able to go ahead. And you have to keep pursuing your passion. The year 2001, we started off with a driver training academy, which really gave us the basic support to start training the drivers. And today, the drivers is the strength to us, and they are the torch bearers of our organization. Today, without those drivers, I'm sure we wouldn't have come to this level. And for them to come along with us, their simple needs are taking care of their families. If we are able to understand their difficulties, their basic needs, and support them timely, I'm sure they are always with us to support us in the growth of our organization. Like Madam Renu was saying, that we need to understand the housemaids' needs and issues. If you only start understanding them, they do not have very big demands or needs. Their basic needs we take care of. I'm sure they are the strength to our organization. And they help us in taking our organization to this fold. It's okay to get excited when you get a business idea, but make sure to complete the entire blueprint of your idea. Ideas keep coming, but what happens is, like many people said, we need money to expand, we need money to grow. Money is not the only criteria. If you are fully focused with passion and you have that zeal to work towards it, I'm sure money starts flowing in. Today, that is what has happened. Like from one ambassador car, as we have been growing, as opportunities been coming, we have been passionately working towards it. And while we were meeting the customers, meeting their needs, we started off like having a cargo, then from cargo to a motor zone where we have now various service dealerships, and all these service dealerships are once again supporting us in taking care of our own fleet. So every stage there is an opportunity, and every opportunity is converted into a prospective business. Networking is the most important criteria in any of the business growth. We feel that sitting at home and just operating certain segments, we are happy and quite good enough, but that doesn't really take you forward. You have to have a lot of networking being done with social organizations, involved into various activities, come forward for any, even recently if you see, there was a flood in Chennai. We immediately volunteered, coming forward, providing buses, trucks, food, whatever best possible. So as and when such opportunities come, you have to start working for it, for the society, by which you start getting recognized, you start networking with amongst people, you are able to get more wisdom out of it, and these are the things which really keep a leader to keep going forward. We need to keep innovating things. Just having something and being satisfied, you cannot go forward. Like recently, there was a message from the MD of Nokia. He said, we didn't do any wrong, we didn't do any mischief, but unfortunately, we were not at par with the change of time. A lot of innovations have come, Android and all such things had come, but we were still with the old system, feeling that we are the leaders of the globe and nobody can touch us. But unfortunately, not innovating ourselves has really put us into deep trouble. This is what the message was. How do we do it? We need to time and again keep testing, investigating about our system, whatever the business we are doing, are we doing the right way? Are we going on the right path? We'll have to find out the reasons why we are not able to grow. Where are we going wrong? We have to keep watching the new innovations and things happening around us. And we also need to see what is the customer's need. How are the young generation acting towards this? So this transport industry also had to go for a change. We had to go in for high-end buses, though it were quite costly and quite thing, but still we were able to bring in innovative ideas. We were the first ones in the year 2004 to bring in the online ticket booking in the whole of Asia. So now and then we try to bring in the latest technology vehicles, latest technology on the buses, make it reach to the public. We see how safe these buses can be. And this is how we've been showing our presence in the market. And this is where the analysis and review of our organization is what keeps us growing. And as I earlier said, we also bring in for the society, what best we can do, how we can give back. Recently, about 3 years back, we started this Green Kalam on the buses. We started deploying the stickers, as well as paying 10 rupees per passenger travel towards the NGO of Abdul Kalam for seedling plantation. Today, we have already done more than 1 lakh plants for this cause, and we are still growing more. These are the certain things which we are getting into and trying to take it forward. The main reason, and the young generation need to understand, is while they are planning for their future, they have to see that they network with the right people. They have the right contacts and at the right time and at the right place. If the time what they spare is not with the right people, they once again get redirected, and it is too late when they have realized that they've already wasted a lot of their time. The power of execution. We need to see that we invest on the right people. Only then you can expect an organization to grow the way it needs to. If we are not able to invest on the right people, we get into trouble and we do not see the growth happening. And this is only because while we plan and while we execute, we make mistakes in bringing in the right people at the right time. We need to adopt right strategies and every decision with hard facts and figures. We learn to operate, we excel. The difference between your company and your competitor is ability to execute. Personal habits for a successful person. Waking up early, exercising regularly, work-life balance, planning the day well ahead, time resource management, share successful tips with others. And the final message, meaning of association by Swami Vivekananda. The raindrop from the sky, if it is caught in hands, it is pure enough for drinking. If it falls in a gutter, its value drop so much that it cannot be used even for washing the feet. If it falls on hot surface, it perishes. And if it falls on lotus leaf, it shines like a pearl. And finally, if it falls on an oyster, it becomes a pearl. So the drop is the same, but its existence and worth depend on with whom it associates. I hope, though I have not been very much vibrant like any other leaders, I've been able to give the message as to how we have really come to this level and hope to take this forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.